The Filipino youth today are increasingly engaged as communicators, teachers, researchers, entrepreneurs, decision makers, and advocates. They are young people with growing awareness, focused on taking action to change matters in their interest and concern. They are young people ecstatic upon the innovation in technology, music, and pop culture. As our world becomes more connected through technology and communication, more youth need to be encouraged to define who they are, where they are from, and what they live for. They are young people filled with heightened enthusiasm, hands wide open for that moment to finally take the lead. Because we are the power. We are the voice of the youth. Welcome to the Voice of the Youth Radio!
How inspiring naman that!
Yeah! Nandito na tayo sa Voice of the Youth Radio!
Yeah! Great afternoon mga katinig!
Best afternoon mga katinig! Yan! Nako! Nandito tayo sa Voice of the Youth Radio and finally, nagbalik na tayo after our first episode last Saturday. At nako, ano pa nga bang ang ginagawa natin dito kundi mag-inspire ng mga kabataang nakikinig sa atin, ano?
At kung mapapansin nyo, wala si Kuya Choi
Oo
ngayon.
nga naman, wait.
Kuya Choi, asan kayo?
Dahil wala si Kuya Choi, magpakilala muna tayo. Ayan, so, ako nga pala si Dan at kasama ko ang napakaganda.
Hindi naman masyado.
Next naman si Miss Audrey.
Thank you, Dan, for that introduction. Ito na naman po ako, ang Executive Director of the Voice of the Youth Network, Audrey Tangonan, and me and Dan are here to give you once more an action-packed hour of news and tips relevant for the youth.
Yes, of course.
As we see, the sun is bright and shining once
Ayan
again.
na, may liwanag na tayong
after
nakikita.
almost a whole week of non-stop
nako.
rains and class suspension.
Oo, nako, medyo matagal-tagal din yun, Ate Audrey.
Ilang araw bang nasuspend ang classes nyo sa PUP?
Actually, ako, 4. 3 days, pero may mga araw kasi, may holiday and may mga araw din na wala akong pasok. Dahil sa schedule na rin natin.
So, we all had a week off. Kahit yung mga nag-o-opisina ay marami din ang hindi pinapasok ng mga employers nila.
Yes, kasi delikado naman talaga sa daan. Kasi nakita naman natin sa balita, talaga naman yung mga sasakyan nakalutang na,
Grabe talaga ang global warming, Dan.
Yes,
At
yes.
buti ngayon, dahil meron tayong show ngayon, walang bagyo sa
tuloy-tuloy
Pilipinas.
ang saya.
Tuloy-tuloy lang.
And, gaya nga ng nasabi mo, wala si Kuya Choi ngayon. Nasaan na nga ba si Kuya Choi?
Asan nga ba si Kuya Choi?
Nasaan na si Kuya Choi? Nasa Korea.
Korea?
Yes, nasa Korea lang naman.
Napanood ba niya sila Sandara Park?
Oh my God. Di ko alam kung anong, pero ang alam ko may purpose at napaka-busy tao kasi nito ni Kuya Choi. And,
so, hi po kay Kuya Choi dahil alam ko, sabi niya, pakikinggan niya daw tayo ngayon.
Pakinggan niya tayo dito sa Voice of the Youth Radio. And ayan, so ano pa nga ba? Pero,
at kakatapos lang nung bagyo, ay may bali-balita na meron na naman daw bagong nagbabadyang bagyo.
Mag-ingat po tayo mga katinig dahil, ngayon panahon ng sakuna dapat lagi tayong handa.
At may low pressure area daw sa may east of Davao City.
East of Davao, ayan. Sa mga katinig natin dyan sa may
south,
yes.
Mindanao at Visayas.
Mag-iingat po tayo,
At marami tayong mga balita na dapat pakinggan. Maraming mga kaganapan na relevant sa youth.
Yes.
So, ang ating next segment ay...
Yes, and ito na, ang susunod nating segment ang What Do You Think? Gaya ng pinangako namin sa inyo, ito na ang segment na kung saan mapapaisip kayo kung ano nga ba ang iniisip ng mga kabataan ngayon. Ano nga ba yung say nila sa issues na nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran,
So, pakinggan natin ito.
Okay.
Do you know your purpose?
Ngayon ang panahon para tayo'y makisangkot at makialam.
Iba na lang. Malilate ako sa part-time job ko.
Like I care. Tara na nga, girls. Ay, alam ko yan. Yun ba yung K-pop?
Oo nga, Ano nga kayang magagawa ko?
This is your time to make a move and be involved. How about you? What do you think?
Apathy is top problem of the youth. Youth apathy, or the young people's lack of care about social issues, was ranked first among the problems faced by the youth today. This was identified by youth leaders of the Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated, or RAFI, in an integration activity held last October 2 and 3 at Mountain View Nature Park. They also identify the need for good governance, better participation, and prioritization of the youth in government. Some problems on out-of-school youth were recognized, such as premarital sex, drug addiction, fraternity, war prostitution, and unemployment. The integration activity was conducted to strengthen the Aboitiz Leaders of Excellence, or ALEX, the youth organization of RAFI established through the Eduardo Aboitiz Development Studies Center, or EADSC. It also served as a venue for new ALEX members to know the organization more and for old members to renew their commitment. Apart from issues affecting youth, the participants also identified possible solutions and identified the role of ALEX in addressing such problems. There is a need for the youth to have a collective and strong voice in advocating for change, given their big population. Dominica B. Chua, Chief Operating Officer of RAFI, told the participants. This was affirmed by the Philippines Youth Situationer presented by sociologist Aldwin Empases, one of the ALEX conveners, who pointed out the high percentage of the youth in the current population and the call for young people to have a concerted effort towards addressing problems affecting them and the country in general. The EADC found out that about 30% of the country's population is below 21 years old, reflecting a young citizenry. The ALEX Group Chairman Jay Aldeguer, one of the guest speakers of the event, also shared his belief on the greater capability of today's youth to make a difference in the society through technology and access to information. Believing in the principle that real life begins not in any particular age, but at the moment one gains consciousness to the world, Aldeguer also challenges the ALEX members to start fulfilling their dreams for the Philippines now. Other speakers were Cebu Institute of Technology University Supreme Student Government President Alan Angelo Llevares, Liloan Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President Gian Sanchez, and Kinder North Life National Coordinator for the Philippines Gia Saison, who share their experiences in promoting active citizenship as youth leaders in various fields. This has been Ish Osorio for What Do You Think?
Okay, ayan, nagbabalik tayo. So narinig natin ang balitang yon.
Tungkol
Apathy.
sa youth apathy.
Apathy. So ano nga ba yung apathy, Ate Audrey?
Ang youth apathy is parang yung walang pakialam daw.
Walang pakialam. Naku, mahirap tong ganitong bagay. Kasi unang-una sa lahat, ang tao is kailangan meron ka laging alam or pakialam sa nangyayari sa paligid mo. 'Di ba?
Mm-hmm. At feeling ko is hindi lang naman sa dahil walang pakialam. Yung tipong lagi na kasing issue siya na nai-immune na yung tao na magkaroon ng pakialam or mag-take action.
And okay, meron tayong bagong bisita dito sa booth, no?
Kakadating lang.
Si Miss Marie Uy.
Miss Marie Uy. Say hi to our viewers, the listeners. We're streaming in DZIQ.
Ayan.
Hello,
So,
everyone.
hi Ate Marie.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, and we're dahil kararating mo lang, ito yung pinag-usapan natin ni Miss Audrey is apathy. Apathy o yung parang walang pakialam yung mga kasi yung sinasabi sa balita is parang nawawala na ng pakialam or walang gana yung mga youth sa nangyayari sa kanilang paligid ngayon. Or siguro lang din kulang lang din sila sa information.
So, anong masasabi nyo? Totoo bang walang pakialam ng mga youth ngayon?
Ay, nagdi-disagree ako dyan.
May nagdi-disagree.
Disagree ako dyan. Kasi pag, kunyari, titingnan mo pa lang sa Facebook o kaya sa Twitter, naku, grabe ang mga feeds.
Comments.
Mga
opinions.
At lahat ng tao ay gustong marinig yung opinion nila. Tulad ng pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Dan, di ba, ang bagyong Maring na sinalanta ang ating bansa last week, ay grabe yung mga topics na nagtitrend. At di ba uso ngayon yung mga paggawa ng mga memes?
Yeah.
Ano ba ang meme?
Meme. So ito yung lagi nating nakikita sa Facebook. Dito tayo nawiwili, no?
Yun yung mga nagkakalat sa internet,
maraming
sa
version ng meme sa social network.
At hindi naman ganun kagdali gumawa ng memes, di ba? Kailangan mo ukol ng panahon para mag-photoshop.
Dahil kung hindi maging flap, mawawali yung meme mo.
Tulad nung isang meme na, nakita mo ba yung sinishare ngayon sa Facebook?
Alin?
Yung meme na may nahanap na daw si Napoles.
Oh, nahanap na si Napoles.
Pero yung picture ay buhaya na binubuhat ng mga tao sa bahay.
Oh, hindi naman si Lolong yun.
So, ganun yung isang example ng meme. At kung gusto nyo makita yung picture ng meme na to is just follow us on Twitter and look at our Facebook page. It is in www.facebook.com/VoteRadio.
VoteRadio.
And we will post that photo na nagpapakita na walang hindi apathetic ang youth.
Tsaka hindi kasi basta-basta yung mga meme. Meron tong deep meaning, no? Kasi kung titingnan mo, oo, nakakatawa siya. Pero ano yung naging nakakatawa doon para sa'yo? Kasi merong, hindi mo man aminin, is merong isang factor doon na naka-apekto sa'yo. Kaya ka natawa or kaya ka na-move nung meme na nakita mo.
So, kayo ba, mga katinig, meron kaming sorpresa sa inyo. We would love to hear from you as well. What do you think about youth apathy?
What do you think about
And we have a question of the day.
May question of the day tayo.
Dahil gusto namin marinig ang boses nyo. Bilang kabataan, ano ang ginagawa mo upang mapatunayan na may pakialam ka?
Sige, ulitin lang natin, ano?
Ang question for the day
ay bilang kabataan, ano ang
ginagawa
mo para mapatunayang
may pakialam
ka? Nako, saan natin yan na pwedeng sagutan, Ate Audrey?
So, if you have a Twitter account, tweet us, follow us at VOTY Radio, that's VOTY Radio, and tweet us with the hashtag Tinig Kabataan.
Tinig Kabataan.
With your name, age, and location.
At babasahin namin yan agad-agad.
Kung wala ka namang Twitter, pwede ka namang mag-text sa amin. Just text us at 0915-2669-7045.
Okay. Please repeat.
Ulitin natin. Mali pala tong binasa ko. Ulit. 0915-2669-848. At sagutin nyo lang ang tanong na ano ang ginagawa mo bilang kabataan upang mapatunayan na may pakialam ka? Just don't forget your name and your age and location. At
syempre, hindi lang basta-basta sasagot
yan. Hindi lang basta-basta sagot
Dahil meron tayong papremyo. Yun, may papremyo pala eh. Anong papremyo natin?
So, ang pinakamagandang sagot ay mananalo ng, drumroll please, 50 pesos load!
My God! Wow! Nako.
So, kung nagustuhan namin yung sagot nyo sa question na yan, babasahin namin at mananalo ka ng 50 pesos load.
Hindi basta-basta yon.
50 pesos load, ang dami mo nang matetext nun.
Ako, matetext mo na si Sweetheart.
Isang linggong only na yun.
Isang linggong only yun. Okay.
So, don't forget to text us and tweet us your answers.
Okay. At dahil dyan, move on na tayo, Ate Audrey, sa ating next segment. At ang ating next segment is ang Slim Waist Challenge.
Slim Waist Challenge. Slim Waist Challenge. Helping youth reduce the weight of their waist.
Great! I've always wanted to slim down and have six-pack abs.
No, we're not talking about that kind of waist. We're talking about trash. Waste, as in W-A-S-T-E.
So we want youth to take action.
Exactly. We wish to encourage the youth to take charge of their environmental impact. Every week, we will focus on one negative consumption habit and challenge the youth to avoid it.
So we will work on it together.
Yeah! So, ready for a slimmer waist?
Bring it on!
Bring it on!
So, ayan. Slim Waist Challenge.
Slim Waist Challenge.
Making the youth lose the weight of their waist.
Waist. Hindi to waist na balakang.
Bewang.
Bewang. I mean, bewang.
Waist as in yung kalat. So, sa ating mga dear katinig, in this segment, we wish to go beyond preaching. And we want to make this show action-oriented. Yung
may
gusto
nagaganap.
namin kumilos kayo, hindi lang kayo makikinig. Youth apathy nga eh. Gusto namin i-take nyo, involve talaga at i-take into account yung habits nyo.
Okay. So ano itong Slim Waist Challenge?
So as our segment opener stated, we will have a challenge every other week. So for a full week, meaning for 7 days, we will have a challenge or a goal, if you must, that aims to alter your habit that we have gotten used to. So, ikaw Dan, ikaw Marie, at ako, talagang kailangan tutukan natin tong habit na to isang buong week. Starting on Sunday, bukas.
Dahil tayo ang pangunahing dito.
Siyempre, lead by example.
Yes, dapat tayong
starting bukas until next Saturday.
Next episode natin.
Pero bago ko i-reveal kung ano yung challenge natin for this week,
okay.
Let's give a little intro about this project. So the inspiration behind this is that we know that we have pollution, we have global warming, over-extraction of resources, and basically unsustainable production. So these are very big terms.
Yes.
Big words.
Big word.
Big words.
Big word.
Pero at the end of the day, ano ba ang nagfu-fuel ng mga problemang ito? Diba?
Okay,
It's our human need. Our insatiable appetite for convenience and a lot of excesses.
Kasi parang hindi na rin matagkal sa ating sistema.
So parang gusto nating i-blame sa pollution, sa gobyerno, pero totoo, dahil gusto mong kumain sa fast food araw-araw, gusto mo laging bumibili ng mga bote at disposable, ikaw din naman ikaw Dan,
ako
ikaw Marie,
Nako.
ako at kayo mga katinig ay kahit papaano nakaka-contribute sa problemang ito.
Yes.
So actually, ipagmamayabang ko lang ang konseptong ito.
Sige.
This concept was entered sa isang international competition that yung website nila is www.challengefuture.org at meron silang competition that is called Skill Up.
At ito ang sinali mo doon sa competition.
At sinali ko tong konseptong ito dahil we started this project with 12 participants and it was a Facebook. Kasi dati wala pa tayo sa air.
Yes.
At gumawa tayo, yung Facebook page namin is www.fb.com/slimwaste and we entered it in the competition that we said and the concept won in the top 4 out of 50. So parang nabilib sila na kakaiba. Kakaiba yung
syempre,
tao.
Kasi may action to eh. Meron tong kailangan gawin mo. Hindi yung basta proposal lang, hindi yung basta plano lang. Kailangan gawin mo yung Slim Waste Challenge. Kaya nga may challenge siya. At kung kayo ay handa na, i-reveal na natin ang very first Slim Waste Challenge. Ay, pero bago pala yan. Okay.
Bago natin i-reveal ang first challenge is mag-meditate muna tayo.
Mag-meditate muna tayo. Okay, sige.
Isipin nyo lang yung past week, yung last week. Ilang beses ba kayo gumamit ng plastic bag? At paper bag. Kahit anong supot na pang one-time use lang. Kunyari, bumili ka ng...
Medyo madalas yun.
Bumili ka ng ice cream. Malamang ilalagay nila yun sa paper bag. Bumili ka ng grocery o may... Although marami na ngayong mga nagbabawal ng plastic. Pero bilangin nyo, kahit paper bag, plastic or paper bag, ikaw ba Dan? Estimate mo, ilan ang ginagamit mo sa isang linggo?
Medyo mas mahirap pa sa midterm namin yung tanong mo sa akin.
Ayan, puput kita on the spot.
Kasi alam naman nating lahat na parang naging parte na rin ito ng ating araw-araw na pamumuhay. Kaya, kung tatanungin mo ako sa isang linggo, medyo madalas, Ate Audrey.
Bilangin mo, kunyari.
Bilangin ko sige.
Magbigay ka ng number.
Siguro nasa 6 na beses ako gumagamit ng disposable.
Nung Monday lang?
Hindi, I mean for the whole week.
For the
disposable cups.
Hindi, plastic. Plastic yung lalagyan. Container. Containers lang.
Ay, ano yan? Mga 3, ganyan.
3 sa isang linggo.
Kasama na yung lalagyan ng basura. Yung basura namin, di ba? Kasi doon mo naman nilalagay yun di ba?
Ikaw naman, Marie, ilan sa tingin mo?
Napakahirap naman ang tanong na yan.
Kailangan maging open tayo na tao lang din tayo. Meron tayong mga habits at syempre gusto natin makarelate sa atin yung mga listeners natin.
Yes.
Ilang beses ka gumagamit sa isang
Kasama ba dyan yung mga water bottles na mga...
Hindi, ano lang, yung lalagyan. Yung mga containers pag bumili ka. Paper bag or plastic bag?
Plastic bag.
Paminsan kasi hindi na ako nagpapa-plastic eh.
Maganda na yung
Kunyari-
habits ni ate.
Kunyari, maliit lang yung bibilhin ko. Sabi ko, ay, wag na, sige, tago ko na lang.
Actually, ako din. Kasi ang dahilan ko naman, kakainin ko na kagad. Hindi na kailangan ni plastic pa, di ba?
So, kung kay Dan ay 3, sa'yo ay...
Siguro mga 2 times a week. 2, 3.
Nako, kailangan ko rin ba sagutin yan?
Sige, ikaw naman, Miss Audrey. Bilang
ako
ikaw
kasi,
yung...
mahirap yan dahil nagtatrabaho ako sa Makati. At wala kaming regular break sa aking profession. Hello pala sa mga nakikinig from Camby, Philippines.
Yes.
At andito po ako, wala akong pasok ngayon.
So, ilan?
So, siguro ako mga 5.
5.
5 ang dami.
Natalo ako dun.
Kasi sa amin, kailangan talaga hindi uso yung magbabaon. Take out, tapos usually may isa lang bibili para sa lahat. So, hindi mo mabubuhat.
Tsaka, yung pagbili ng isa para sa lahat, medyo marami-rami na yun na plastic, di ba?
Hirap i-bit-bit yun.
Kasi, kung bumuhatin mo yan ng wala kang plastic container, siguro na nagkalat na yun sa, sa daan.
So, dahil napag-meditatean nyo na kung ilan yung ginagamit nyo a week, our challenge for this week is, drum roll please, ay dapat wala kang gagamiting plastic or paper bag sa isang buong linggo.
Sa isang buong linggo?
Isang buong linggo. Starting bukas.
Patay tayo dyan.
Medyo napalunok ako doon ng konti, Miss Marie.
Kahit paper bag.
Kahit paper bag.
Bakit?
Kahit paper bag? Bakit yung...
Kasi, maraming mga syudad ngayon ang nagko-convert na sa greener practices. Tulad na lang ng Makati, kung nasaan ang radio station natin, DZIQ 990. Pero, maraming studies na nagpapatunay na hindi din daw ganun kaganda ang paggamit ng paper bag. Kasi, ang paper bag, although mas okay siya kaysa sa plastic dahil eventually magbabiodeggrade siya. Biodegrade.
Big word.
Big words.
Okay.
So, ang sinasabi is yung paper bags, hindi rin daw ganun dahil una sa lahat, naka-accumulate din siya ng waste. At mas marami pang waste.
Kasi saan ba galing yung paper bag?
Saan ba galing ang paper bag? Di ba sa puno organic
ganun
material.
Din, di ba?
Ganun din. So, ang actually, marami pa yan.
Para kasi yan yung nabasa ko, no? Parang,
ano yung nabasa mo?
Yung mga tao daw is, pilit silang nagsusulat sa papel na huwag magputol ng puno, 'di ba? Alagaan ng kalikasan. Pero mismo yung papel na ginamit nila is galing doon.
Oo.
'Di ba? Parang ganun yung nangyayari.
At yung production din ng paper bag, kasi hindi naman porket nabubulok yan. May factories din na gumagawa ng paper bag at
pollution din.
Nag-i-emit din sila.
Nag-i-emit, big word. May carbon footprint din yun.
Okay.
So, hindi rin maganda ang paper bag. So, ano ba ang magiging solusyon? Anong gagawin ko?
Anong gagawin natin?
Ayan, tama. Meron sa Slim Waste Challenge, meron tayong tinatawag na power item.
Power item.
Power item.
What's
that power
ano
item?
Yung power item?
It's just a term that we will use for our main tool. At ang challenge sa ating mga katinig at sa ating nandito sa studio ay mismo. Araw-araw, every time na lalabas ka, magdala ka ng eco bag.
Eco bag.
Sobrang daming nagbibenta.
Oo, tsaka ini-implement na rin talaga yung paggamit ng eco bag.
Sa SM, di ba, may mga nagbibenta. So, ang pinakaunang solusyon is, wag mo na paabutin dun sa point na nandun ka na sa tapat ng kahera at wala kang bag.
Tapos, so,
mapipilitan ka. Dapat paglabas mo pa lang sa bahay ay prepared ka na. Na
3 eco bag.
Hindi naman. Kahit isa lang.
Yung malaki-laki, no?
Jumbo.
Para sa ganun ay kahit anumang bilhin mo ay pwede mong ilagay sa supot. Or tulad nga nung ginagawa ni Dan at ni Marie ay pag maliit lang yung items mo, ipalagay mo na lang sa bag.
Ipalagay na lang sa bag. Tama.
At isa pang tip is pag-isipan nyo na kung ano ba yung mga bibilhin nyo sa isang buong araw.
Oh.
Di ba kunwari, alam mo namang mag-grocery ka.
Di ba dapat prepared ka?
Prepared ka.
Hindi
dapat,
ka naman mag-grocery na 3 dilata lang yung bibilin mo.
Kailangan, alam mo, magdala ka na ng 3 eco bag, di ba?
Tama.
At, so yun ang ating challenge for the week. Starting tomorrow until Saturday, mga katiniga, walang plastic or paper bag.
Challenge yan.
Challenge. At ngayon pa lang, kumilos na kayo dahil gusto nga namin action-oriented itong show na to.
Sino ba ang maaapektuhan din? Kundi tayo rin.
Rin. So ngayon pa lang, humanap na kayo ng eco bag sa paligid nyo. Sure ako lahat ng bahay ngayon merong ganyan. Or kahit plastic, pero dala mo, gumamit ka ulit ng plastic.
Parang isang plastic lang yung ginagamit mo pag bumibili ka ng mga
plastic na ginamit mo na noon. Ewan ko na, hinugasan mo. Ilagay mo na yan sa bag mo ngayon pa lang, as in right now.
Yes.
And, para every time na aalis ka, may dala kang bag.
Yeah. So next week aabangan natin kung may natupad ba sa mga lahat ng binalak natin ngayon.
So kayong mga katinig, isipin nyo rin ngayon kung yung last week nyo, ilang beses ba kayo gumamit ng plastic bag? At next week, dapat wala na kayong gagamitin. And by Saturday, dapat tatanungin namin kayo, kayong mga katinig, kung nagawa nyo ba yan. At bibigyan namin kayo ng additional materials to help you with this challenge. Just go to www.facebook.com/VOTY-radio.
Yes, at syempre kami rin magre-report kung
kami kung anong
meron bang
pinagagawa namin.
Diba? So ayan, so that's all for our Slim Waist Challenge segment for today. At dahil dyan, lilipat na tayo sa ating next segment, which is Good Vibes. Pampa-good vibes naman to, Ate Audrey. Dahil masama ang bad vibes, itaboy ang bad vibes.
Dahil masama ang weather.
Yes, kaya dapat lagi tayong good vibes.
Unpack your eye bags. Unpack your eye bags. Gear up and fire up. Fire up. Let the good vibes roll.
Good vibes, bringing only good vibes.
Everybody get up.
Hey people, Good Vibes is in the air, ready to feed your mind with fresh, motivating, and uplifting words of wisdom. I'm Jenny. And I'm Jonna. And this is Good Vibes. And for today's Good Vibes issue, let's talk about the most common matter that truly all teens can relate: time management and study habits. We learn something from everyone who comes into our lives. Some lessons are painful, some are painless, but all are priceless. Teens today are so preoccupied with too many things. We tend to disregard the priceless gems that we can have from our experiences with people we interact with each day. Bombarded by a lot of schoolworks and other related activities, filling up our daily planners, we realize that we don't have enough time. We start to complain that 24 hours is not enough for us.
So tiring, isn't it? We think that time would not be enough for our tasks and responsibilities.
And with that, Good Vibes will give you tips on how to be happy managing your time wisely. Okay, number 1 is to change your perspective. If you think your perspective isn't working or isn't effective at all, try to open your mind with new things that can help you on how to have another perspective in life.
Number 2, enjoy. Whether you're the smartest kid in town or an average teen, you deserve to enjoy every single moment of your student life. As they say, you can only be a student once.
Number 3 is quit aiming perfection. We're not saying you don't have to perfect the exam, but don't stress yourself too much that your social life is compromised. Remember, in every mistake, you learn something.
Number 4, surround yourself with good friends. Good friends who suit your personality and push you higher than you can imagine.
Remember, try to stick with someone who will help you to excel, not to drag you down. Number 5, leave your comfort zone. Uncertainty at something can sometimes lead you to discover things about yourself.
So those are the 5 things you should remember in order to be happy while managing your time.
First, change your perspective.
Second, enjoy.
Third, quit aiming perfection.
Fourth, surround yourself with good friends.
And last, leave your comfort zone.
We hope our listeners enjoyed our topic for today
and be able to apply our tips in your student life.
Everyone is given the same, fair, equal time as what you have right now.
Our responsibility as a student is to study, to make a difference, and to inspire others with our goals and achievements.
And not just study to earn money. Again,
I'm Jana.
I'm Jenny. And this is Good Vibes! Good Vibes!
Unpack your eye bags. Unpack your eye bags. Gear up and fire up. Fire up. Let the good vibes roll.
So that was Good Vibes.
Yes, good vibes. Tama, naka-good vibes yun.
Ganda nung 5 tips nila. And if you missed any of those tips, you can view them on www.voti.org, and we will post articles about everything that we've talked about.
Yes. So doon na lang sila, kung hindi sila nakaabot ngayon, pwede pa nilang pakinggan.
Or kung hindi kayo nakapag-notes, syempre magandang mag-notes.
Oo, kasi importante yung mga binibigay natin dito ng tips. Kasi
pwede nyo makita sa
lalo na para sa mga estudyante, di ba? Kasi youth nga tayo eh.
At dahil youth tayo, meron tayong mga kasamang youth ngayon na bagong dating.
Okay.
Magpakilala kayo.
Okay, sino nga mga late comers talaga eh. Hindi, galing sila sa event, actually.
Galing sila sa event kanina bilang reporters of Voice of the Youth Radio.
So, sino dito? Unahin na natin si
Jexy Sexy.
Jexy Sexy. Yeah, Jexy Sexy from
pinapawisan ka pa?
Yes. Fresh from Araneo.
From the Araneo.
The Araneo. So, good afternoon mga katinig. Nandito na naman kami.
Yeah, so sino ba ang kasama mo, Jexy?
Andito kasama natin si Row Your Boat. Rosario.
Rosario.
Hello, guys.
Rosario.
Ito yung last week medyo yung boses, medyo patulog. Ganyan.
Yes. Hindi ko alam. Kasi nga, di ba, malat ako nung araw na yon.
Pero
kaya
ngayon,
siguro,
medyo nakapag-exercise ka na.
Oo, medyo nakapagdaldal na ako ngayon at marami na ako nasalita buong araw.
Okay, sino bang kasama mo dyan?
At nagbabalik si Adrian Santualla, youth reporter from Voice of the Youth Radio.
Yay! So, ano?
So, galing kasi sila sa event kanina.
So, event.
Anong event naman to?
Anong event yung pinuntahan? Si Jexy Sexy.
Pinuntahan namin kanina yung event sa Ateneo.
Ito ang Development Society. Sila ang nag-organize ng event.
Maraming salamat po. Benita and
Catalina Yap Foundation
and Ateneo DevSoc for choosing us to be your media partner.
Yehey!
Official na tayo.
Malakpakan tayo. Okay. Dahil dyan, meron tayong news for the youth. Okay. Miss Audrey?
So,
okay. This is our news for the youth.
This is Voti Radio's News for the Youth.
Today, August 24, 2013, Benita and Catalina Yap Foundation and the Development Society successfully held the Philippine Youth Development Congress with the theme of inclusive growth, building a nation one youth at a time at Ateneo de Manila University. The Congress started at 8 a.m. Youth gathered from different schools, public and private, from all over the country attended the said Congress. The objective of the Congress is not just to provide exposure to the youth, but also to help them realize the significant role of youth in the society. Different activities were done, including breakout sessions on youth development, on entrepreneurship, human rights, and education. The event ended at 1 p.m. with a commitment ceremony from Mr. Tony Yap of the BCYF, saying, "Let us all go home and think of what we can do to change the country for the better." and the closing remarks from the President of the Development Society of Ateneo, Ms. Rona.
This is VOTI Radio's News for the Youth.
Okay, ayan ang ating news for the youth na galing pa sa Ateneo. Dahil dyan, meron tayong
kasama dito.
Yes. Kasama natin si Miss Jojo Armenta from CSR Foundation. At dahil dyan, Miss Audrey, ikaw nang bahala dito.
At ito po, i-interviewin na natin siya. So this morning, Voice of the Youth Radio went to the Philippine Development Youth Congress at the Ateneo de Manila University, and this was organized by the Ateneo Development Society and in cooperation with the Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation. And here I am right now with the program officer, Miss Joanna Armeta. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Can you tell us something about the Philippine Development Youth Congress event?
Okay, as you mentioned earlier, it was organized by Benita and Catalina Foundation, our foundation, and at the same time, yung Ateneo Development Society. So, actually, they want to pilot a congress for the high school students, but then now, earlier, they open it to college students para to attract more students na mga kabataan to adopt the concept of development in the Philippines. So, yun. It was very successful. It was really nice knowing people na maraming pumunta, and then there are a lot of mentors and speakers who really inspired our students. So, it was a successful event indeed.
Yes, so congratulations. And later we will hear about our volunteers who attended the event, what they thought about their event. So, Miss Joanna, you told me earlier about your new concept of CSR.
Yes.
So, when we think of CSR, because you're a program officer for CSR
World, yes.
Yeah, CSR World. And when we think of CSR, we think of corporate social responsibility. But what is your concept of CSR?
Okay. Actually, it's not my concept, no. So, it's basically the concept adopted by Dr. Frankie Roman of Asian Institute of Management. It's now citizenship and sustainability and social responsibility. Nung pumasok ako sa foundation, actually, I thought it's corporate social responsibility because everyone knows it's corporate social responsibility. But then, the foundation adopted the concept, the Philippine concept of CSR, which is citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility. Citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility.
So, what is the difference between this new concept of CSR?
Okay, kung sasabihin natin yung terms by terms, we're gonna took a long time, no. So, but then yung CSR, yung corporate social responsibility na usually alam ng mga tao, it's CSR 2.0. So the thing that the companies do to make their reputation good, that's CSR 2.0, like Milo, Run for Change, like Pasig River for yung mga ganyan na ginagawa mga ginagawa ng mga companies to make their companies look good. It's the CSR 2.0. But I'm not saying, or I'm not bashing these companies, no. There are a lot of companies who are really sincere about what they're doing. But then, yung citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility, it's personal CSR. CSR 3.0. It's about you.
It's the newer version.
Yes.
Version 3.0.
Yes. Kung si Laida Magdalas ay may version 2.0, ang CSR may 3.0.
Napanood ko yan.
Yun.
So anyway, tell us more about
this. Citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility, it's more of how can you help others? And how can you pay it forward, the goodness? So, ang mangyayari dyan, like, the concept of helping others and serving others by simply, kunyari may nakita kang trash sa daan. Di ba, hindi magandang tingnan yun? Or sa campus nyo, in your own campus, pag may nakita kang mga dumi dyan, pulutin natin. Or pag may matandang nangangailangan na kailangan tumawid na hindi kaya, tulungan natin. By simply doing all these things, it's CSR. Or the thing na, parang, kunyari, mag-aral kang mabuti for your parents, di ba? Parang ibalik mo na sa kanila. It's CSR.
Pag hindi siya parang selfish, hindi self-centered yung initiative of doing good.
The short term for that is being selfless.
Selfless.
Diba? Being selfless. So that's CSR.
And the event, the Philippine Development Youth Congress, is part of this initiative.
Yeah.
CSR initiative.
Yeah, aside from bringing awareness to the students of what development is, Philippine Development Youth Congress also aimed to target students for them to become informed and to become aware of what is citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility is all about.
Kasi ako parang new concept din sa akin yung
I know.
bagong CSR.
Lahat talaga.
So congratulations for
Thank
that
you.
very successful event this morning. And alam namin marami pa kaming ma-expect na events from Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation.
Yes.
So would you like to promote your websites?
I'll just promote our website and all. So being a program officer for CSR World, I would like you guys to check out our websites, the bcyfoundation.org, or our blog sites, csrstories.blogspot.com, csrbulletins.blogspot.com, and on September 2, we have this conference, the highlight event of the Benita and Catalina Foundation. It's the Philippine Conference on Research in CSR. So the theme is CSR is not just for business; it's for everybody.
Everyone.
So student leaders, administrators, and administrators of different schools. So you are welcome to come and join us. So
be sure to check out those websites, and we will be sure to hear from Miss Joanna again. So thank you very much for coming down.
Okay, ayan. So si Miss Audrey kasama siyang representative ng CSR Foundation na si Miss Jojo Armenta. Okay,
so let's hear from the participants kanina kung ano ba yung mga natutunan nila. So, kayong tatlo, meron akong question sa inyo. What is one thing na pinaka tumatak? Siyempre, alam naman natin, siguro ang dami yung natutunan kanina. Pero, magbigay lang kayo ng one thing na pinaka tumatak sa utak nyo na tungkol dun sa mga sinabi kanina. And, what are you going to do immediately to apply what you've learned? Okay, simulan natin kay Adrian.
Okay, so sa akin kanina, pinakatumatak sa akin yung speech ni Mr. Tony Yap, founder ng BCYF.
Ano yung sinabi ni Mr. Yap?
Nag-impart siya ng something about volunteerism. Na sinabi niya na as a youth, dapat tayo pag tumutulong is genuine from the bottom of our hearts, na may mga volunteers na you are a volunteer, well-known volunteer sa iba't ibang events, sa iba't ibang crisis, pero pag uwi mo ng bahay mo, yung may kipag-argue ka with your parents, parang ganun. Parang his point is dapat bago ka mag-volunteer, ayusin mo na yung sarili mo. Make sure na yung heart mo is talagang for volunteer and for helping
within
other people. Yun. Okay. Yun lang.
Maganda yun. So, paano mo i-apply yun sa buhay mo immediately?
So, as a youth, habang nag-aaral ka, yung passion mo, dapat alamin mo, yung from the bottom of your heart, hindi yung
dahil.
Yung kapasa lang. Hindi yung ginagawa mo is, ka lang, go with the flow. Yung dapat yung passion mo at yung gusto mo talaga.
At yung pinag-aaralan mo ngayon ay gustong-gusto mo talaga.
Yes, definitely.
At ano ba yung course mo?
Broadcast communication.
At ito yung... dito ka na, nasa air
ito
ka
na. Ito na. Nangyayari na.
So, si Miss Jexy naman, ano masasabi niya?
Ako naman, na-move ako dun sa... Bali twice siyang binanggit. Una ni Mr. J. Antonyap, yung Executive Director ng BCYF. Yun. BCYF. Yan siya yung Executive Director. Na-move ako sa sinabi niya na read daw, yung hindi maglalabas ka ng read and be aware about sa mga nangyayari sa paligid mo. Para kung sakaling maglabas ka ng opinion mo, hindi lang nanggagaling sa puso, pero with tamang pag-weigh ng things, tamang pag-judge sa mga bagay-bagay, tamang pagtingin sa mga matters. Kumbaga, alamin mo muna lahat ng sides bago ka magbigay ng final statement tungkol sa isang matter. Yun yung sinabi ni Sir Anton. Tapos, sabi din dun ng Amnesty International na magbasa daw talaga, magbasa. para alam natin kung ano yung nangyayari. Hindi lang tayo nagpo-protesta galing sa puso, pero may pag-iisip din.
Alam ko kung ano yung gagawin mo para i-apply yan.
Alam na nila.
Alam ko yan. Magbabasa ka ng www.voti.org.
Ay, maraming laman yan. Hindi yan basta-bastang org. Maraming laman ng voti.org. Tama.
Tanungin naman natin si Ro.
Ayun. So, kanina sa Congress, mas tumatak sa akin yung closing speech ni Ate Rona, which is the President of Development Society of Ateneo de Manila. Then she said that let's not be just a stagnant water. Yung parang let's don't set limits. Parang though you're just studying, parang wag kang mag-set ng limits sa sarili mo na you can't do this and that. Though hindi ka pa tapos mag-aral. Parang try different things.
Yes.
Then don't be just a bystander as a youth. And after you graduate, after you graduate, meron ka ng experience.
So, tama yan. Kumbaga, sige lang.
So, ano yung gagawin mo para i-apply yun?
Actually, ginagawa ko na siya ngayon. Ayan. Though second year pa lang kami.
Okay. At nandito kayo, volunteers ng Voti Radio.
Voti Radio. Student Voice Artist Society.
Okay.
Ayan.
Dahil dyan, sa mga statement nila na natutunan nila mula sa event kanina sa Ateneo, masasabi ko is sige lang tayo bilang isang kabataan. Huwag tayong magpabakod. Kasi bilang isang youth, marami tayong pwedeng gawin, marami tayong naiisip na tsak na makakatulong para sa lahat. Kaya dahil dyan, meron akong isang kanta na para sa inyo. This is Sige Lang by Quest.
Yeah. Simula na naman. Magandang umaga, kaibigan. Eto na naman tayo pagkasimula. Huminga ng malalim, alisin ang kaba. Tapos na ang kahapon, pwede na yan tatapon. Huwag lang ang mga araw, dapat yan ang ibaon. Katulong mo sa panibagong hamon. May paparating na bagong araw. Pwede kang lamunin o pwede mong sabayan. Yung araw na kahapon, pwede kanyang gabayan. Kung ako sa'yo, tumayo ka na dyan. Huwag ka namang mahuli, kami ay sundan. Pagtulo sa liwanag, ako pinantala. Pagkatapos pakita sa mundo, puso nagbabaga. Upang lahat ay mamulat. Sa isusulat, marinig sa lahat ang aking ulat. Pag mabahala, ako ang bahala. Kasangga natin si Bathala. Walang imposible, sige lang, sige. Abot mo ang mundo, malapit malayo, sama-sama tayo. Hanggang sa dulo, ano man ang pagsubok, di susuko. Alam ko kaya mo, sige lang, sige, sige lang, sige. Walang imposible. Nagniningning ang pangarap ng iyong pusong humihiling. Nakalimutan ng kahapon, sana'y dinggin. Sigaw ng aking puso, hindi susuko, hindi susuko. Ilabas ang iyong pangarap, huwag mo yang itatago. Samahan mo ng sipag at tatag ng puso. Tumayo ka sa iyong silya, ikaw ngayon ang bida. Wala nang pipigil pa, eto na, eto na. Walang imposible, sige lang, sige. Abot mo ang mundo, malapit malayo, sama-sama tayo. Hanggang sa dulo, ano man ang pagsubok, di susuko. Alam ko kaya mo, sige lang, sige, sige lang, sige. Walang imposible.
Walang imposible, sige lang ng sige. Ayan. So, Ate Ori, sinong nanalo sa ating
At, syempre, tinignan namin ang aming Twitter account at mobile hotline at ang daming nag-text.
Oh, madaming nag-text. Okay.
At merong nag-tweet.
Oh,
So,
may nag-tweet.
pumili kami dahil natuwa kami sa mga nag-text at nag-tweet, pumili kami ng 2 winners.
Okay, sino yung lucky winner natin ngayon para
so,
sa episode natin?
So, ang lucky winner natin from the mobile hotline is si Miss Mariz with a Z, Bungkayaw, 16 years old, from Muntinlupa. Ang sagot niya ay... Ipinapakita ko na may pakialam ako dahil nung may bagyo, nag-freestyle kami sa baha para ihatid sa kupang yung donated goods.
Oh, that's a
very good answer.
Yes.
Nag-freestyle siya, hindi lang lumusong.
Freestyle ang ginawa. Dahil dyan ako, napakabilis talaga ng oras dahil nag-e-enjoy tayo dito. May isa pa tayong winner. Okay, go.
Pa dalawa, wait lang. Ang isa nating winner ay nag-tweet sa atin, si Miss Rain Alerta. Nakikinig siya at ang tweet niya ay, gusto ko malaman ng mundo na may pakialam ako dahil isa ako sa naglalaganap ng ideolohiya ng liberalismo sa bansa.
Big word. Big word.
Pero nagustuhan
maraming salamat po sa pagsagot.
Maraming salamat.
Dahil dyan, dahil napakabilis nga naman talaga ng oras, magpapaalam na kami. Pero dahil dyan, babati muna kami. Binabati ko si Ate She. Happy birthday, Ate She. Si Aya and Jenny, happy birthday. Si Chang Inda, tsaka si Tita Yoli na nakikinig, Felix family, at ang nanay ko. Siyempre si Ma'am Sharon na papunta pala ngayon. Dahil dyan, kayo naman. Okay.
Ako binabati ko. Gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa taxi driver kanina. Sobrang bilis niya. Sobrang diskarte niya. Mahihatid kami on time kahit hindi kami on time. Binabati ko rin yung mga taga-Ateneo kanina na nakadaupang palad namin. Maraming salamat for your warm pagtanggap sa amin. Maraming salamat.
Okay, Miss Audrey?
Hello po sa aking mama at papa. Nakikinig yata sila at kay Mr. Joseph Rasco at Fabian Pua, ang aking mga office mates na nakikinig ngayon. Hello po.
Okay, go.
Oh, sige, ako naman. Binabati ko yung Eliera and Develta family and si Manong tricycle driver na binigyan ako ng rosary, Manong Feliciano Asiatico. Thank you.
Okay. Ako binabati ko yung si Miss Luwalhati Teves ng Taguig at si Ikaranum ng Makati.
Okay, si Miss Marie.
Binabati ko ang kasama ko ngayon, si Miss Nestle. Sinamahan pa talaga ako. And lahat ng followers ko na lang kasi sobrang dami nila na nagpapabati sa Twitter, Tony_Uy.
Okay, dahil dyan, magpapaalam na po muli ang Voice of the Youth Radio hanggang next Saturday po. Muli makakasama nyo kami. Ako si Dan, si Miss Audrey, si Sexy Jexy. At sige, nandito na si
Kuya Choi. Pero wala ako next week.
Wala okay. So, palit naman kayo ni Kuya Choi.
Okay.
Nag-enjoy ako para sa episode na ito at sana kayo rin. Dahil dyan, magpapaalam na kami. Let's say bye-bye.
Bye
guys. Bye mga katini.
Bye-bye.
Power up your Saturday! Just do it! Makitrending! Mag-shout out! Be connected! Nasa FB ka man o Twitter, Instagram o Google+, impossible is nothing! Dito, di ka na mahuhuli sa uso! We love it! Join ka na! Your potential is our passion!